Hi, Chad here with Purple Color Life. You can see we've got the John Deere out. The bucket's already got some scraps in it. Jennifer's been working on cleaning out these red hot pokers. Probably something we should have done in the fall, but the fall went so quickly. So you can see there's some dead areas here that we're going to pull out now that the spring is here to let that new growth come up through. When you do forget to pull this out in the fall, sometimes there is some rot that takes place that keeps the red hot pokers from coming up quite as good the next summer. So we're going to try to get as much of this out as we can to keep it from rotting away. I'm trying to just pull the dead spots, but it's hard. You can see some of the green ones come with them. I had been using the pallet forks just yesterday, but I wanted the bucket for this activity. It took me less than a minute to do the switch over between pallet forks and bucket. And once I removed the two pins, I never had to get off the tractor. I was able to get the pallet forks off, put the bucket on without ever leaving the cab. So that is one nice thing about the John Deere quick attach system compared to the skid steer system. Now I do know you can probably do a similar thing with the skid steer system where you're not actually clamping down on it. I'll put a clip in of what these looked like last summer. These come up nice and tall, probably almost to the railing of the porch. Here's the ones Jennifer's been working on. You can see she's doing a much better job than me getting the old stuff out. Some things I'm good at and some things I'm not. I'm probably not the best at pulling these things out, not the best at gardening even. Jennifer's way better at this than I am. But I think I at least got some of this dead stuff out here that will help it. So I'm going to haul this and I'll show you what I do with this. Because this still does have some good value. So you can see here we do have a compost bin. We've had some of this in here throughout the winter. And I noticed that to have good compost, it needs to be a good mix of greens and browns. And they say browns are things like grass clippings, leaves. So these would qualify as browns. I don't think I'll be able to fit all this into the compost bin, but certainly some of it will help the compost. I'm gonna slide the door over here. And this is a task that could be done with a wheelbarrow or a little cart behind something else, a four-wheeler. But when you can use the tractor, I always say, why not add a little bit of fun into your life? Use the tractor in the front bucket. This actually would probably be heavier than you'd think, all these browns, so it's nice to have them in the bucket. And you can see I can easily transfer them from here into the compost bin. A lot of material turns into a little bit of compost, so I think I actually do have room for the rest of this. And if you guys are interested in how we do the compost bin, I'd be happy to do a video on that in the future. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to learn more. But I'm actually pretty full here, but that will turn into very little. So I'll slide the door shut here. And about once a week, I rotate this 3 turns. So you see the handles are on the top. 1, 2. You gotta go slow enough that it actually mixes the material. 3. I'll show you what that looks like. So there you can see our red hot pokers are kind of at the top, but there is some dirt mixed in with them now from rotating that. We'll give it a week and we'll rotate it 3 more times, and you'll see that really starts to break down. And it's nice to have really good black topsoil, and that's what this compost bin creates. That was a fun little activity. Got to use the tractor, got to get some of that front landscaping done to get those old weeds taken care of. If you like videos like this, make sure you give us a thumbs up down below. Helps out the channel and we really appreciate it. Leave us a comment on what you're doing to get ready for summertime in your area. Really still liking this Curtis cab. You can see I do have the windows open. It's in the 60s and pretty humid today. So being able to open these windows creates a nice cross flow of air. And then also the front window I did have opened earlier, but it started to sprinkle, so I closed that. The other nice thing is I can take these 2 side doors completely off to let the air go completely through the cab, which would be nice on the warmer days. But for right now, it's still, in the 40s in the mornings, so I'm going to leave this on for a little bit. It keeps me warm on those chilly mornings and evenings. And like I said, really like these nice sliding windows. A, for communication, because I can open them and talk out to Jennifer or Mackenzie and say, what's my next project? And B, because of that cross flow of air through the cab. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again the next time. Now it's supposed to rain again here in about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna get this put in the building.